y'all. Today's video is going to be my 2019 planner and journal lineup. I have been going back and forth since the end of last year, kind of trying to simplify and move things around. And I think that I am completely set in what I want each to be now, so I decided I would share with you all. This stack here is my daily stack. These are the ones that I use on a daily basis. And these two here will be used about weekly. This one probably less than that. It's just whenever I feel the need to write in this one. But I will show you what is in these in just a second. So we'll start with my daily stack. And what I will start with is the planner I'm going to use this year. So I decided to go with a dated calendar this year for my planner. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I've been using the Midori MD graph notebook to bullet journal, and I've been using that in a B6 Slim traveler's notebook. Well, this year I decided to try out the Jibun Techo Biz edition, and this is the B6 Slim size. And it's actually a little wider and taller than the B6 notebook that I had from Midori MD. So I kind of like that. But my reason for switching is I just got tired of drawing out layouts and drawing out my habit trackers and all of that stuff. I wanted something that was set up and ready to go, because having to draw things out was kind of putting me behind. It's my dog chewing in the corner. Having to draw things out, I was getting a little behind and not planning the things and doing the things because I didn't have it set up. So I wanted to try something that was dated this year, and the Jibun Techo kind of caught my eye. I ordered this on the buy sell trade group. The lady that sold it to me bought it, and she tried out the weekly page, one of the weekly pages in December. So she had written a few things in it, and she decided that she did not want it. So I bought it from her, and she included the cover that she had from the one she used in 2018. So that's why this says 2018 on the cover. This is just a hair band that I put around it. The pen I use with this is the Pentel Hybrid Technica in the size 03. This is one of my favorite pens. So inside of the Jibun Techo here, on the cover, it comes with these pockets here. So you can put whatever you want in the pockets there. And it also has a slit pocket here on the back pocket. So I kind of just threw some things in there that I like. These are actually here because I'm going to stick them on this notebook back here. The Jibun Techo has what they call Mio paper, M-I-O. It's really, really smooth, and it's a dream to write on. I love it. The paper is really nice. There's no bleed through. I'll show you my pen test I did back here. So as you can see, the Pentel that I'm using, and I did a Faber-Castell pen, a Sharpie pen, and a fountain pen with waterproof ink. And I did a little watercolor swatch here as well. I probably will not use watercolor in here, but I wanted to see how it would work on this paper. So as you can see, it doesn't bleed through. None of the pens bled through. So that's pretty good. You know, I'm kind of a paper snob, self-proclaimed paper snob now. Since I've been, excuse me, in the planning and journaling community, nice paper is my thing, so I like this. And this is the Biz edition. So only the Biz edition has the Mio paper. The regular Jibun Techo has Tomoe River paper in the 52 GSM. So that was one reason why I didn't want the regular version, because that paper is really thin and you can see straight through it. Even though it doesn't bleed through, you can see everything on the back side. And also, the regular version is really colorful, so all of these are different colors, and the Biz edition is more muted. So only the weekends, the Saturdays are blue and the Sundays are red. So, and I will warn you that the whole planner is in Japanese, except these. They do have the titles here, and on the pages are English, but all of the instructions here are in Japanese. So we, in the group on Facebook, and I'll try to link it below, someone did translate what everything was supposed to be on these pages. So I was able to go through and just write down what each layout is supposed to be for. So you get the 2019 calendar here, and you get 2018 and 2020 here on this page. You get the year in one page, two-page spread. And I'm going to use this for my future log. And I will also show you that the grid is super small. I think it's 3 millimeters. So it's super small, but if you write small, it's not a problem. I can write small. But if you write big, it could be a problem for you because it's really, really small. This is an age chart, but I think I'm gonna cover this up maybe with a piece of paper and put some stickers or motivational things that I find on here. This is my dream. So this is where I'm gonna put my goals for the year. And here you're supposed to put what the goal is, and over here you're supposed to put the action you need to take to achieve that goal. And what I liked about this is that they had all of these collections here in the front, so I don't have to draw all this stuff out. My dog is sniffing around over here. I'm trying to make sure he doesn't unplug my light. Okay, sorry. But this is for budget. They call it the money plan. And so you get different categories here. So this is for your fixed expenses like rent, insurance, and those kind of things that come out every month. This is for your non-fixed expenses. So like for your clothing allowance or food, and if you have to pay for transportation and that kind of stuff. And then down here is for your income, and down here is for your savings. So here they give you a blank weekly spread, and from what the translation said is that you're supposed to map out what your ideal day and week would look like. Excuse me, I can't talk today. So pretty much just mapping out how you would want your week to flow in an ideal situation. And I know some people use this when they first got their Jibun Techo to kind of map out how they wanted to lay out their weekly spread. So that's an idea also. You have a Japan map here. I plan to cover this up and put my vision board in here. So you have favorite phrases. That's self-explanatory. the recommendation list. So when someone says to you, hey, I tried this pen and it's awesome, you should try it, you can come right here, what it was, and you can write who recommended it to you. And then if you try it, you can check it off there. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I'll use that. You have a book list. I will use this, of course. You also have a movie list. Then here you have a section to write gifts received and given. Now, according to the translation, the promise list is for when you've made a promise to someone. So you can write down who you made the promise to, what the promise was, and then you can check it off if you held that promise. So I'll probably find something else to use this spread for. There, you get a blank spread here that you can use for whatever you want to use it for. Another thing that appealed to me with this planner is that it already had trackers set up in the front. This is what a blank one looks like. So that way I do not have to draw out my habit trackers every month. It's already set up for me. And what I do, I have this little magnet bookmark here. I have my habit tracker for the month clipped to my monthly spread here. I will show you. This is my December spread. I went back and back planned because I wanted to use this to kind of see how I wanted to lay things out. And this is for January. So you have this space over here. I'll show you a blank one also. So you have this space and it has check boxes here. And then you have some along the bottom as well. You have the 3 calendars here at the bottom. So I know that I won't use all of those, so I just cover that up. And I have this spot over here where I put my intentions for the month and my to-do list for the month. And then on my monthly, I just do holidays and birthdays and my kids' schedules and appointments and events for the month there. And in here you get the monthly starting December of last year, and they go through March of 2020. So you get 3 months for next year to kind of future plan if you need to. And directly after that starts the weeklies. The weeklies here started the last week of November. So I kind of used this one to figure out my weekly spread and how I was going to lay it out. So I started with this, and then I'm gonna go back and fill this in because I just want it to be in here. But this was the spread that she had written on. So I'll probably just skip over that one. Or if I can, try to put something over that or white it out or something, I don't know. But then I did this week here. And I decided to use the skinny washi to block out the time slots here. I think I showed you, but you can see it has time slots down there. I don't use time slots in my planner, so I just block those out. And go with the current week. So this is the current week. And what I decided to do as far as my layout, so I have here at the top, I did put the weather for the week, but next week I'm not going to do that because I want to put my sleep, which I started putting up here, which as you can see is horrible. But I'm gonna start putting my sleep here instead of the weather. On this top line, I put a little inspiration, a quote, a verse. If it's a sticker that's motivational, I'll put there. In this row is events or appointments. And like this day I didn't have any, excuse me. This day I didn't have any, so I just put that sticker there. This row is for my to-do list for the day. And then I decided to use this row to put my gratitude in here instead of like I was doing before in my faith journal. So my gratitude will go here. And here at the bottom is kind of like the health and wellness section. So in this little box here, you have the mood. And I'll bring that a little closer. So you have the mood boxes you can check off there. I just color in which one I need to for the day. And then I can put a little, just a little bit of journaling right there about my mood or about my day. Just a small little snippet. Here, let's see. So here at the bottom where you have the 3 mood squares, beside them, I'm going to write my workout, if I do a workout, my steps here, and then my water here. So here, as you can see, the workout is blank for this week. Go figure. Steps are here, and then my water I just have blocked off, and I color it in there. My dog is being needy right now. Okay, so here I have my water, so I just color that in. And then here at the bottom is the section for meals. So you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I write those in as I go along. So over here I have my to-do list for the week that is not day specific, but needs to get done this week. So that is my weekly layout. Again, that's a blank week. So you get weekly layouts through the 2nd week of January. And then after that, you get some blank graph pages. It's not as many as are in the Hobonichi weeks, but it's enough. You want to make some more lists or jot some notes down back there. And then at the back, they have a looking back on 2019. And according to the translation, this side is supposed to be for personal reflection. And then this side is supposed to be for your family, friends, and what's going on in the world, to write reflections about those things. So you get a space for each month. You can write down things. And then the space at the bottom is for an overall yearly review. And over here, it was for if there was any major news for the year, you want to write it here. That's what that one was for. So here you have your personal data page, which I probably won't use that. And that goes onto this page as well. I have here washi taped in a master grocery list. I use this when I get ready to make my grocery list every other week. So I just keep that in there. And then this is just the back page. And that's the end. I have this, I had this notebook already. It's just a B6 Slam notebook. So I put this back here, and I'm going to use this to put my permanent collections in so that I don't have to put them in here and lose them when I move to another planner. And if I go to another one of these for next year, I can just take this out and put it in there with that. And this cover does have a pin loop on it, but I don't use it. So that is my Jibun Techo setup for 2019. I hope to use this all year and see how it works for me. If you've been following me, you know I am a horizontal planner. Always have been. So the vertical is taking a bit getting used to, and also the monthly start on Monday. So it's kind of weird looking at it that way for me, but I'm getting used to it. So that is my planner setup for this year. This is my only planner that I will be using. This is just a hairband. I'm so used to traveler's notebooks and having something to close it up. So I had to put that around there so it would stay closed. So next up, my journal. If you've been following me, you've seen this. This is my A6 from Christina Gomez. It is a traveler's notebook. And inside of it, I have two Midori MD notebooks. I haven't covered this one yet. But this one is my journal. And this one is my commonplace book. And yeah, that's that. Plain and simple. That's backwards. So A6 for my personal journal and commonplace book. Now for my faith journal. As you know, before I was using this Chic Sparrow for my faith journal, and I decided to just simplify that because I wasn't really using it. All of the notebooks in it, I wasn't using them. So this is pretty much my faith journal setup. These two notebooks. So this one is strictly my scripture pages where I'm writing out the books of the Bible. And I will admit I have a few of these started with different books. But right now I'm going to stick to this one and finish this one up and then move on to another one. So that is strictly for my scripture pages. And then this is my prayer journal. Now in this one is going to go, of course, my written prayers and also my Bible study notes. So I'll show you the front here. So what I do is I have, well, first I have a section back here that is sectioned off. And this is my prayer requests section. And so I come back here and write the date and the name and what the request is. And I will highlight it when that request has been answered. And then also, when I have a request, I will write about it on that page for that day in here. So I'll write about it in more detail if I need to. And then I will also highlight it on that page. So I try to write the page number back here. I write the date answered, not the page number. The date it was answered back here. But I'll go by the date and look it up here and go back and highlight it there as well. When I do a Bible study page in here, what I do is put a piece of washi tape. So I was doing Growing Through Prayer, which is a study on the Love God Greatly app. So I took some notes here. I started it and I did the first week and I stopped. So I'm picking that study back up to finish writing the notes for that in here. So as you can see, I have some notes there. notes there. And this is all in between my prayer journal. So that is how I will be doing this. Decoration is minimal, just some washi tape. I just do up a few pages to get ahead so that when I come in to write, I don't have to decorate any pages. So that is my prayer journal and my scripture pages journal. So I guess you can say this is my faith journaling system or my war binder system now. So these 4 are my daily use journals. I only use these on a daily basis. Okay. Now to these 2, these are my B6 journals that got a new purpose. So this one is another Christina Gomez. It's the same leather as my A6, which she does not have anymore, by the way, just in case anyone wants to ask. But this one is going to be for, I just set this up, so it's not completely decorated, but I'm gonna put pictures in the dashboards here. And I need to cover this insert, but this is going to be for me to write letters or just special things about my husband and my children. So I have an insert for each of them, and I will put pictures of them in each dashboard in front of their insert. And like I said, this will not be used daily. It may not even be used weekly. This will just be used whenever I feel the need to come in here and write something down. So that's that one. This is my Chic Sparrow, the hummingbird. These are both B6, by the way. And this one is for my memory keeping. So in here I have this Zen Art Supplies notebook. It is a soft cover, but it's a really thick soft cover. And the paper in here, it's a sketchbook. And that's how the edges are. It's like a dotted design on there. But the paper is pretty thick because it is a sketchbook, but it's not really good for watercolor. Maybe light watercolor. It doesn't bleed through, but it doesn't really spread out like I want it to. So I'll have to work with that if I want to use any in here. But my plan is to try to keep this as simple as possible. I'm going to go back to the beginning of the month and print out pictures and just put pictures in on each page, kind of scrapbook style, and then just write a little bit about it. And try not to, get too fancy with it so that each week is something I can do. Just print the pictures off, paste them in, and write something about them so that I have the memories down. I want to keep this as simple as possible because with it being complicated, I just stop doing things because I get overwhelmed. So that is that. You can find this notebook on Amazon. I will link it below. It was like $9 and some change. I did put this insert that I already had here in the front. This sticker is from Parity. And that's from Capital Chic Designs. I just put those in there. I really only put this in here because this didn't take up enough space. It was kind of floppy with just that notebook. But I think I'm going to use that to do some kind of personal journaling, maybe letters to myself or something like that. This was in my faith journal before and it wasn't used, so I just took it out and put it in here. But mainly this is for memory keeping. And like I said, it'll probably be used weekly, where I just sit down maybe on a Sunday and print out pictures and just do the whole week at one time. so it won't be so overwhelming. And this one is just whenever I feel like writing in it. So that is my 2019 planner and journal setup. I should say planner and journals, because there's only one planner and the rest are just journals. But that is my setup for the year. If you have any questions, please comment below. I will try to link everything I mentioned in the description box. If you want to follow me on Instagram, my link will be down there as well. I post a lot over there, and I also post videos on my IGTV sometimes. So, and I do stories also, so you can come over there. It's a little more interactive over there. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Again, if you have any questions, just post them below. Y'all have a good day. Bye.